to Tea Leaf English. I'm your host, Fu, and today I've got a special guest. It's Teacher Charlotte. Teacher Charlotte is working as an English teacher in Thailand. Hello, Teacher Charlotte.
Hi, Madhu. Hi, everyone. This is Charlotte. It's really nice to meet you. My real name is Ji Le Piu, and also currently living in Thailand and working as an English teacher. I'm really happy and grateful for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here, Teacher Charlotte. In this episode, we're going to talk about your journey in the field of English language teaching and about your experience and how you have developed yourself as a teacher. So, can you tell us about your journey in the field of English language teaching and how you got started?
Yes. My journey into English language teaching started back when I was in university. In 2014-15, I started teaching English as a freelance teacher to the young learner, especially the students from the government schools and international school. So it was during this time that I discovered my passion for teaching. And also when I complete my degree, the very first degree, I knew that teaching was my calling. So I decided to further my skills and knowledge by pursuing a teaching diploma. So that is ELTM. So in Younger University or Education. So when I was attending in YUOE, I worked as a part-time teacher at the language school. Looking back, that first job was my very pivotal moment that shaped my career. That experience is the foundation for who I am as an English teacher today.
Wow, you've got a long journey already as an English teacher. What other qualifications did you also decide to pursue? And why those qualifications?
Mm, yeah, it all began with that teaching diploma, ELTM. Then I decided to complete TKT core module first, like module 1, 2, 3. I think it was in 2019. So later, TKT-YL and TKT-CIIL. So after that, I decided to go to next step. That was TESOL. So before I attended the TESOL, I researched first. After I researched about many teacher training courses, I chose Trinity TESOL because of its accreditation. And also, additionally, I viewed it as a stepping stone towards my future goal because I have planned to take diploma in TESOL in Trinity and also master in Trinity as well. So that's why.
Oh, I see. So you did the Trinity Cert TESOL.
Yes.
Great. Can you tell me a little bit about the experience of doing it? How did you find it?
Yeah, in Trinity, so I don't have many choice because the nearest campus is in Thailand. So the Thailand offer only blended course. That's why I chose blended course. So at the time, I have also a job in my country. So in the blended course, there's two parts. The very first one is like we need to learn at home. So writing the assignment and also meeting with our trainer in Zoom. So the one thing that I struggle about the assignment is there's a too many workload. So over 70 assignments. So that's a lot for me. And also I need to manage the time. Then after that, next part is I need to go to the campus. So in Thailand, so it's about 2 weeks. Yeah, and I need to show my teaching skill, and also I need to show my practical teaching skills to the real students. I have to teach primary student and secondary, and also the staff from macro. So it was really great. And only one day is so many assignments. Only that. Yeah,
So, did you mention how many assignments then? You said many.
70. I think over
Wow,
over 70. Yeah,
that sounds
a lot.
that sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
So, do you have any tips then for teachers who want to pursue Trinity Cert TESOL?
Yeah, like according to the Trinity, in the website also everyone can see that they said we don't need any teaching experience. According to my experience, if you don't have teaching experience, it will be the disaster. So that's why if you have teaching experience, you can survive easily. And also plus your English language skill, you need to be skillful and you need to be proficient in English at least. So for tips like time management, and also if you are at the experienced teacher, it's really suitable you to do it because learn a course, you don't need to spend so many days in another country. So you can manage at home. Just only 2 weeks you need to go there.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can study from home and then go
Yeah.
to Thailand or the
Yeah.
wherever the course is.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
that sounds manageable at the same time to finish the course.
Yeah. Yes.
And I wonder why you decide to choose the Trinity instead of the Celta as well.
Yeah, so this is a question that many teachers ask me. Why you choose Trinity? Because there's so many teachers who did CELTA. So in I think 2022, November, October, that period, I plan to finish my CELTA or Trinity. So that's my goal for 2022. So at the time, I applied Trinity first because before I applied the CELTA, some of my friends who live in Thailand, they told me like in Bangkok, the Celta campus is in renovation. So the courses will begin in 2023 again. So that the month that I want to go in October, that is October, December, November. So at the time, only Trinity is available in there. And also one more point is my plan is to, as I already mentioned, my plan is to finish like Trinity diploma and also master TESOL as well. That's why for aiming that one, I choose Trinity. Yeah.
You make the decision based on your goal and your
And
path.
also the situation. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes. Yeah, that's interesting. Thank you. And what about apart from pursuing qualifications, how have you developed yourself as a teacher?
Yeah, this is my personal opinion because firstly, I trust the books, the teaching books, and also teacher training courses. I trust them because they can make us to build ourselves as a skillful teacher. And also they are really essential for lifelong learning and continuous professional development. But according to my experience and also in my opinion, I strongly believe in planning and self-reflection. These are the things that I usually do every day. And also I believe that those things are the key, the main key to your everyday classroom, even though you are an experienced teacher. If you don't have planning and self-reflection, your student and your classroom will not improve more. That's why through planning and self-reflecting every day for myself,
So
I try to develop myself like this way. Yeah.
that's great. So, in terms of reflecting or reflection, what do
Yeah.
you do exactly to reflect on yourself or your lesson?
Yeah, so after every classroom, these are the three questions that I usually ask myself. So, what went well in the classroom? And also, what went wrong in the classroom, not according to the plan? And also, what are the things that I need to improve? And what are the things that I make for my student to improve more? These are the questions that I usually ask every day after the classroom in my mind, in my free time
Mhm.
so that I can reflect what I did today, what I did yesterday, and also before I plan for the tomorrow and before I plan for the next class, so I can fix them. I can try to make my classroom better. So quite easy. I don't like. I'm not really into reading the books because I feel bored. So that's why instead of reading the books and instead of attending the classes, I prefer reflecting myself and planning better way. These are the
Okay.
things.
So you mentioned you don't usually like reading as well, but in terms of getting new knowledge, then do you do anything special, or what do you do to gain
Yeah.
new knowledge?
Yeah, in order to, yeah, I'm not really into reading the books, even though I am a teacher because I feel bored. But to get the knowledge, and I usually read the articles in Google or some, how can I say, secure website that is really really website for teacher. So I usually read the articles, and also if I need something for my classroom, I usually try to figure it out by reading the article. The for such reading, through such reading, and extend my knowledge. And also another point is I'm really how can I say, to go to the next step for my qualification and certification. So for those, I study and I read the books and the suitable book for those qualification and certificate or specific exam. Yeah, but for like extensive reading, I'm not really into it. I usually feel bored like my students.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think what you have mentioned is that selective reading, so you know what you want to get, so you try to, say, for example, read more about it instead of just reading everything in general. So you read
Yeah.
things specifically with a goal in mind. That's what I understand from what you have said.
Yeah. Yes.
And I think we talked about the qualification that you did. Now, what about teachers who want to get started in the field of English language teaching? Do you have any tips for teachers?
Yeah. As the tips, I recommend studying in the school to gain the practical experience first, while simultaneously expanding your teaching knowledge, maybe by reading the books, by reading the suitable articles, and by learning from the teacher training courses. So I think both learning from the books, learning from the experiences are really essential for the teachers.
So the key thing is to,
Learning through books, teacher training, and learning through experiences.
so I guess for you, reflection is the one thing that you really also like doing a lot.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for those wonderful tips. So, we talked about in the beginning, we mentioned that you work in Thailand as an English teacher. Can you tell me how you
Yes, sure.
try to get a job there and what challenges did you face?
Yeah, actually, there is my colleague, old colleague, who is currently working in Thailand. So one day, the school where she is working had the school has vacancies. But she told me if I am interested in the vacancy, so I can apply. So she gave me the email address, and also I decided to go to the Thailand, and also I sent my application to school. So this is how I got my job. And next day interview, and this is the way I got the job. And also there are so many challenges I face in Thailand because this is my very first job working in Thailand and also teaching the foreign students. And most of my challenges are concerning the big classroom size because in Myanmar, the one that I usually teach is like the classroom size is not too big, but now I need to handle the very big classroom size and also multi-level students. Another one is like the differences of the student background, and also they are totally different from the student from Myanmar. So I need to learn Thai student nature and also their learning style as well. And I need to adapt the teaching scale to be familiar and to be suitable with the student, also big class size. So these are the things that I face as the challenges. Luckily, my working environment is really nice. So the senior and my colleagues, they give me the suggestion for my classroom and also they support me. So these are the things that I can overcome my challenges.
Wow, so that sounds like you've got a great working atmosphere.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
So, what about any tips then for teachers who want to work abroad? Do you have any tips for them?
Yes, some of the teachers they usually ask me if they want to work in Thailand, what do they need? So actually for the teachers seeking opportunity abroad, it's really crucial to focus on the qualification like proficiency and TESOL because most of the time school they ask TESOL and also plus teaching experience is really essential. If you are the non-native speaker, they will definitely ask you the proficiency test and also you need to be comfortable with a large classroom size, as I already mentioned, and also multi-level classroom. If you are handling and if you are familiar with the large classroom size and multi-level class in Myanmar in your country, so it's really valuable bonus for you, and also you can survive easily in here.
You will have to be able to handle large classroom
Yes.
sizes and then multi-level classrooms,
Yeah.
and then thinking of different qualifications that they look for, and,
Yeah.
and having a good English proficiency.
Yes. Those things.
That's great. Thank you so much for those wonderful tips.
Yeah.
And thank you for being here on the show, Teacher Charlotte. I think then our listeners will find the tips useful and hopefully they achieve what they want.
Yeah. And these all are according to my experiences, and it can vary depending on the school and organization we work. But I hope the things that I share today are somewhat informative for new teachers and for those who are interested in working in Thailand or Trinity Cert.
Thank you so much for being here again, and I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you so much.
This is Tea Leaf English, where we grew knowledge, sip inspiration, and connect with a vibrant community of teachers. Happy teaching!